Welcome to the animated summary of Grant Cardone's The 10 Times Rule. Let's get started. The biggest mistake most people make in life is not setting goals high enough. Set targets that are 10 times the goals you would ever dream of. Your thoughts and actions are the reason you are where you are right now. In order to go further than you ever thought possible, you must both think and act at levels 10 times beyond the norm. Why keep working once you have achieved a certain financial level of success? Because you can only be happy while accomplishing things, not while resting and doing nothing. If you loved your wife and kids yesterday, should you just stop at that, or should you build upon it? Same way with your work and legacy. Limiting the amount of success you desire is a violation of the 10 times rule. The 10 times rule, you must set targets for yourself that are 10 times more than what you think you want, and then take 10 times the action you think is required to get there. Common mistake number 1, setting your sights too low. Common mistake number 2, understanding how much action is required. Common mistake number 3, spending too much time competing and not enough time dominating their sector. Common mistake number 4, understanding the amount of adversity they will have to overcome. Any goal you set is going to be difficult to achieve, so why not set them higher from the beginning? Most people feel like they are working rather than chasing passion because the payoff isn't large enough. You will either work to accomplish your goals and dreams, or you'll be used to accomplish someone else's goals and dreams. Never reduce a target. Do not explain away failure. Always increase your actions. Nobody wins when you diminish the importance of success. People will say, success isn't everything. Well, no shit. Of course success isn't everything. But it is important, and diminishing the importance with saying like success isn't everything gives you an excuse to limit your vision of success for yourself and the actions you take. It is your duty to be successful. Do not view success as an option. Being dependent on only one person or one solution for success is your fault. Winners bring in success from many different avenues. Success by others is an indication that something is possible. It should inspire you. Those who use blame as a reason for not achieving success will never be successful. Victim thinking doesn't benefit you. If you're willing to take credit when you win, then you have to be willing to take responsibility when you lose. Even when bad luck or random events strike, there's always something you can do to be better prepared next time. If people comment on your level of action, then you're doing something right. The biggest business problem is obscurity. Money and power follow attention. Rid yourself of average thinking and average action. Failing to think big in the beginning will lead to failing to act big. Set your goals 10 times bigger than you think they should be. Top achievers don't copy or compete. They dominate. They set the pace. How can you get an unfair advantage? You don't have to be the first to do something, but you should be the best at it. Create only practices. What is something only you are doing? You have to be obsessed. Nobody has ever accomplished something incredible without obsession. The ability to be obsessed is not a disease, it's a gift. What goal would cause you to be obsessed? The saying, undercommit and overdeliver, is stupid. Instead, overcommit and figure out how to show up at a higher level. Don't follow the pack, lead the pack. Interesting trend. When people in businesses cut spending and focus on saving, they almost always save their energy, effort, and creativity as well. It is as if the mindset of dialing down spending naturally dials down activity in other areas. Success is like a garden. You must constantly tend to it and care for it. Most people never get close to being overexposed. Nearly everyone is hindered by obscurity. Last-minute preparation is just a way to delay and be fearful. Focus on training better beforehand, and when the resistance comes, face it and take action. Fear is a signal to do what you fear right now. Do not feed fear by waiting and letting it build. Don't worry about time management or balance. Instead, focus on abundance. Time management is more about knowing your priorities clearly than finding balance. When the author had his first child, he and his wife created a time schedule for his daughter's sleep that allowed him to spend an hour with her each morning. Maintain the same work calendar. The bonus was that the daughter was asleep by 7 p.m., which meant uninterrupted spouse time. Nobody will save you or make you successful. Weak and overwhelmed individuals resort to criticism. Customer satisfaction is not nearly as big of a problem as non-customer satisfaction. People not knowing you exist and not buying your product is the real issue. Create an exit survey for non-buyers, anyone who leaves sales pages. Customer acquisition is the primary objective, not customer satisfaction. Customer complaints are not to be avoided, they are problems you can solve. Powerful companies and brands are omnipresent. You need to be everywhere. The best revenge against your critics is massive success. Duplicate the thoughts and actions of successful people, and you too will become successful. Approach everything with the attitude that it can be done. Believe that you will figure it out. The author told his whole staff they needed to make 50 sales calls, then told them they needed to do it in 30 minutes. He went and made 28 calls in 22 minutes. The point is to stop analyzing and paralyzing yourself with overthinking. Just act. Challenge traditions and established ways of thinking. Don't worry about how much work it is. Think about how great the results will be. Commit first, figure out the details later. Reach up in your relationships, find people better than you. Taking massive action is the only way to fulfill your true potential. Those were the key takeaway notes from the book, and now here are the famous 21 traits of successful people. Have a can-do attitude and believe that I can figure it out. 2. Focus on the opportunity. Every problem comes with a related opportunity, and that's what successful people focus on. 3. Successful people are unreasonable, which means they are willing to do what others refuse to do. They will take the massive action that is necessary to succeed, and they do not operate within the established norms. Number 4. Create wealth through the exchange of new ideas, the products and services they offer, and the solutions they provide. They do not believe there is a shortage of success. Readily take massive amounts of action to achieve their bold and audacious goals. 6. Always say yes. Successful people are always willing to take on new situations and have new experiences to expand the situation. 7. Go all the way and see things through the competition. Cardone rightfully says, until an action is turned into a success, it is not done. Number 8. Focus on now. Take action now to create the future you want. Never put off what you can do today. Acquire the discipline, muscle memory, and achievements that come from taking massive action. Number 9. Demonstrate courage. Act with confidence and courage. Attack, dominate, and keep your attention on the future, and then continue to repeat your actions, and your courage will grow. Do the things that scare you more often, and they will eventually scare you less. Number 10. Embrace change. The world is changing rapidly, so successful people are always looking to see how they can apply the changes to improve their work and increase their advantage. Number 11. Successful people are determined and take the right approach. They take the time to figure out how to work smarter and find and use the right approach to achieve success. Number 12. Break traditional ideas. They challenge the status quo and work outside of the established norms. Number 13 is goal orientation. Successful people pay more attention to the goal than to the problem. Number 14, have a high level of motivation. They are stimulated to take action, find reasons to continually raise the success bar. Number 15, interested in results. They do not let themselves off the hook until they achieve the results they are after. Number 16, commit first, figure out later. This reminds me of the Martin Luther King quote, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." Number 17. Successful people are highly ethical. In this case, the way that Cardone defines ethics is honoring that success is a responsibility. It is about not lying to yourself and honoring the commitments you make to yourself and others. It's about living up to your full potential. Taking action without achieving results to him is being unethical. Number 18. Interested in your group. You are the sum total of the 5 people who you are closest to. So surround yourself with great thinkers and doers. Number 19. Dedicated to continuous learning. Make lifelong learning a habit. It is said that the average CEO reads about 60 books a year, while the average American reads only one. CEOs make 319 times the income of the average person. Is there a correlation? Seek out new information and never stop learning. Number 20. Successful people are willing to put themselves in unfamiliar situations that are often uncomfortable. Number 21. Reach up in relationships. They surround themselves with people who are smarter, brighter, and more creative. This has been the animated summary of Grant Cardone's The 10 Times Rule. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and if you would like to get the book for free, click on the link down below, and please don't forget to subscribe as I will be adding a new book summary every 2 to 3 days.